Advent is a season of generosity and gratitude. It's a time of year where we reflect on God's incredible generosity to us, and we overflow and care for those around us, particularly for people who are in need. And this year at Cornerstone, we want to have a special focus on the needs of children in foster care in the state of Iowa. Over the years at Cornerstone, there have been numbers of Cornerstone families who invited children in need into their home through foster care. Even in my family, I grew up with my parents involved in foster care every year, having new kids around our dinner table, part of our family, as we tried to show and to share the love of Christ with them.
Right now, there are over 4,000 kids in foster care in the state of Iowa, and the state receives about 35% more referrals than they're able to match with the current homes we have available. And so there are a lot of kids that the state cannot place because there's just not homes for them.
What we want to do is we want to see Christian families, Cornerstone families, families of faith get involved in meeting that need for the foster care system in the state of Iowa. In particular, we're trying to ask you as Cornerstone families to begin to pray about that. But we also want to take a step in starting a new organization. It's called the Table Project. This is going to be a faith-based foster care organization designed to help mobilize Christian families to meet the needs of kids in the foster care system in the state of Iowa.
Yeah, this is near and dear to my heart because I was on a panel as a foster parent, and I looked out into the room and all of the families that were getting licensed, and I just didn't see the church represented there. And so that was disappointing and discouraging to me, right? But insert the Table Project. The heart behind the Table Project is to raise up families out of the church that are not only trained with a state-approved training, but they also are equipped with the gospel and with a theology that allows them to do foster care well and do it long term. I think we as Christians can make room around our tables and in our homes. And that's what the Table Project is all about. The implications of this are huge too, because this is something that will start really local, but the hope is that it will become a statewide endeavor, and that we can have churches and Christians across the state that are bringing kids into their home and, by the grace of God, being a part of generations of change in families.
This year's Christmas Eve offering at Cornerstone is going to go to help the Table Project get off the ground. We want the generosity of Jesus to overflow toward others through us. So every dollar that you give is going to meet local needs through our benevolence ministry, and then in a large part to get the seed dollars necessary to see the Table Project launch for the state of Iowa. God has done so much for us. Let's overflow in generosity toward others who are in need and support the Table Project.